All right, we're going to talk about two different things in this video today. We're going to talk about the requirements for the Millennium Falcon ship and who the pilots are going to be, which I'm pretty excited about the pilots, actually. And then we're also going to talk about this Territory Wars community style. And I have to tell you, when I read this, I flipped out and I was yelling because I thought this wording was absolutely atrocious. It says, we're shaking up things in Territory Wars. We heard positive feedback from the community about the limited time character bonuses for the 10th anniversary of the Clone Wars, which is true. The two positive things that I felt the community really liked was the boosts, like to Mace Windu, and then everybody really likes Grand Arena. I mean, largely, not everybody, but in general. And so, given that information, they decided to say, you know what, we're going to do something entirely different, even though we know you like these two things. And then this is the part of the text that really drove me insane. It says, this upcoming Territory Wars has been created by you, all capital letters, which is terrible because I think the community hated this idea of banning characters outside of the Territory Wars, and they made it sound like we decided this and we wanted it. But I'm going to give them a pass, and I'm going to get into why here in a second, because the forum post was actually worded better, and I like what they had to say there. You voted to determine which your favorite characters to bring in the battle, which ones will stay on the sidelines. I did not vote. I did not want anything to do with this. And then I read somewhere else that someone actually made a script and voted 4,000 times. Head over to the forums where you find out your favorite characters made the cut. No. Head over to the forums to find out which one of your favorite characters got banned from the next Territory Wars. The wording on this is terrible. Absolutely terrible. Let's go over to the forums, and because the forums worded it a lot better. I like the way this is worded here, and I just want to talk about this. It says, thank you for all the feedback on the event, for joining us, and we are experimenting with mixing up the Territory Wars formula. Okay, cool. This is an ongoing process that we will continue to iterate on. The Territory Wars after this one will have a different structure. We want to let you know that this is something we will continue to change over time and is definitely not set in stone. They get a pass. And I got to tell you, the more I play other games, the more I like Galaxy of Heroes. I think the developers have made an amazing game that people copy. Other games are copying this game because how good it is. And I want to give them the benefit of the doubt because they have an amazing track record of doing things well. And I can do this abomination of the Territory Wars one time, and hopefully they don't bring it back. And so there's no need for me to get really upset, although I think the wording was bad, in the newsletter in-game. Now the exciting conclusion, and the winner of the community poll is Bodie McBoatface. That's funny, I guess. No, that's not right, but we have the results for who you want to include in this Territory War. Don't worry, remove the bot votes from Bodie and Ugnaught. Okay. Please note that the January calendar has been updated, and the preview phase for this special Territory Wars events will start on January 14th. We'll skip over all this. It's not like we were voting who to keep. We are voting on who to ban and block from the next Territory Wars. And this might turn out being a fantastic event. Like I said, I want to give them the benefit of the doubt because they deserve it. This game is amazing. Group 1, Jedi Knight Revan, Colonel Stark, Dengar HK-47. Group 4, Treya 88, Jedi Knight Anakin, Death Trooper. Group 8, Nihilus, Night Sensor Zombie, Jolie, Shore Trooper. Group 10, Kenobi Asajj, First Order Officer, Jango Fett. And then the group that they picked, so a total of 28 characters, Han Solo, Ahsoka, Nest, and First Order Stormtrooper. And then it says that the characters that are excluded has nothing to do with the pilots in the ships. So I think this is a terrible idea. I do not like this, but I can do it once. And, if it's fine and people like it, I can go along with it. But in advance, I just want to say I don't like this idea. And I really like the way that this is worded right here. Thank you for your feedback. Ongoing process. The nether one will be different, and we're going to keep changing this. But the wording in game where it says, that we picked this and that we determined this, I think was just poor wording. I want to bring up some other things. And in my last video where I was ranting about this, I said there's got to be 19 better variations of Territory Wars. And I just want to give a big shout out to G-Man 6 days ago, who said, list of 20 better territory variations. And he just went berserk right here, listing all of these things that would be better. And I have to agree, boosting a character feels better than banning or getting rid of a character. And maybe there's a way of like soft nerfing some of these characters. Maybe these characters here, maybe give them minus 20% stats. I just think there's a whole bunch of other ways of doing this that could be better. But I want to we'll do it one time this way. I'll give them a pass. And then there was a straw poll where over 1,000 people voted, and it looks like the community is, 78% keep territory wars as normal before these changes, 78%, and then 22% keep changes and try it out. Now, I don't want to try this out, but I will. As long as they're going to stick to that this is just a one-time thing and we're going to keep changing things, that's fine. So I guess I'm in the minority where I say keep changes, but I have to say keep territory wars normal before these changes. 78% of the people did not like it whatsoever. And then the other thing I wanted to point out is that the community, territory wars is great, but I think people really like Grand Arena. And there's a petition going on right now. Make Grand Arena permanent. This mode is so much better than regular Squad Arena. Competitive, unique experience, strategic, careful planning, flexible game time. You get the most out of your characters. So I agree. I just want to say I really like Grand Arena, even though I'm over the 4 million mark and that kind of hurts my roster, but we'll see. The other thing that was in the notes from the patch that came through is, of course, there was a ship that's now farmable, but more importantly, they have a little bit more information about the Millennium Falcon. Original trilogy Millennium Falcon is coming to the holotables, piloted by Han Solo and Chewbacca. Now, that's Raid Han and the legendary Chewbacca. And the nice thing about that is both of those characters are amazing. Outright amazing characters. G12 them immediately, put good mods on them. And that makes, the ship good also. I mean, I don't want to have a ship with bad characters. And that's why I was not a fan of the Genosians and Sunfac. I don't like the underlying characters. I don't want to upgrade them. It's horrible. But this seems good. Gather your bounty hunter ships to hunt down this legendary ship and earn the blueprints for Han's Millennium Falcon. You will also need to own any valid capital ship of the correct star level to enter and complete this event. So basically, if you have a 5, 6, or 7-star capital ship, they're going to provide one, which kind of makes sense. But as long as you have the requirement, you'll be able to get into the mission. Now, they did clarify this on the post. And they had an edit right here. It says, Low Vader has resorted to hiring the scum of the universe to capture a target. Gather any 4 ships, and there's only 4. So maybe that means there's more coming. Gather any 4 ships from the bounty hunter faction to hunt down this legendary ship and earn blueprints of Han's Millennium Falcon. Will provide a capital ship for you to use during this event. So we're going to need bounty hunters. And I think we all knew this and predicted this accurately, that we were going to have this happen. And I'm pretty excited about this, mostly because I like the underlying characters. But as far as bounty hunter ships, I think we kind of knew that was coming. Here's the thing, is Slave One's an amazing ship. Xanadu Blood is an amazing ship. Hound's Tooth is an amazing ship. And Bosk and Boba Fett are also pretty good characters. So there's like no harm in getting these characters and farming them. And it looks like I've already got all above 5 stars on all 4 of these. So I should be able to unlock the ship. Ships is not a focus for me, so I'm not going to go hard and try to get them to 6 stars or 7 stars. That'll happen the second time around for me. But overall, it's pretty good. So Territory Wars and the ban list is in place. And so that's what's going to happen. I'm sure that there will be a ton of theory crafting, and this definitely will change things up. What do you guys think about all this? And I guess for me, I'm just willing to try it once and just see how it goes. But I really hope it's terrible and nobody likes it and they never bring it back, frankly. But I don't think we should be up in arms on this, all right? Well, now it's time for the giveaway. I really hope you liked this video today, because if you did, you are in luck. For every single person that likes this video, you'll be getting for free in your account an 8-star Death Star.
This is not a scam.
Now, you get to choose on which Death Star you want. I hope that in episode 9, they come out with a 5th or a 6th Death Star. Why not? It seems to be a classic theme of Star Wars movies. All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and keep on gaming.